Hey, what it do, boys? What it do? What it do? Shout out to Andrew Nance. Shout out to Tony M. Shout out to Soda Pop. Shout out to Space Kid for tapping in. Shit. Shout out to everybody else watching right now, too. Let's get this set up a little bit here. Hey, who been bumping that new young boy? Anyone bumping that new young boy or what? Anyone been bumping that new young boy? Okay. Um. Shout out to Max Energy, Day 95 for the streets. Who been bumping that new Perry? Shit, shout out to Max Energy. Who been bumping that Perry playlist? You were almost crucified for not streaming 2 days in a row. No, I would never. I would never. 2 days we can't do. I was already feeling it last night. Like I was like, shit, should we have gone live? But I decided to take a me day, honestly. Just to keep it real with you guys. Shout out to you boys if you missed me. So we could catch up on yesterday's news as well, but the big headline of the day is, bro, Ali Abdelaziz tried fucking cold cocking Coach Eric Nicksick backstage after UFC Vegas 119. To be specific, after Manel Kape's knockout over Kyoji Horiguchi, Coach Nicksick runs the corner. He's the lead corner. Ali Abdelaziz, Manel Kape's manager. Backstage after the fight, Ali allegedly swung on Coach Nicksick, missed, both were separated, and then removed from the backstage area. Word on the street. We don't know this to be a fact, but this leads into something else, and this is why, right? I say all that to say, and this is why, if you guys have seen it, Sean Strickland and Manel Kape are beefing, because word on the street is this happened, and then Strickland has been calling out Ali, and then low key, not really divulging the true details, but he's been calling out Ali, and then Manel Kape clapped back at Strickland in defense of Ali, and so now these two are beefing over essentially, Ali swinging on Coach Nicksick and Strickland coming to Coach Nicksick's defense, who happens to be both of their head coach. So I don't know. Kind of interesting though. Kind of interesting. So we'll go over the tweets and everything. I mean, we could do that right now. But yeah, shout out to Tony M. Always a good day when you go live, my man. Shout out to Tony M. Thank you, homie. Love these streams, cuh. Shit, shout out Tony M. We gonna keep it going. So couple off days here and there. Don't start tripping, boys. I'm always gonna be here. And Franklin, we got Franklin in the building. I want to wait till Franklin's in here to give a special thank you to Franklin for dropping another 20 ball in the comments last night on my day off. Okay, big bag dropper, Franklin. Thank you, homie. Much appreciated. I always got to thank you on stream when you're in here. And yeah, Franklin's in favor of Gaethje versus Poirier trilogy, and Pereira versus Hokit. So who's with us? Who's with me and Franklin? Who's with us? Shout out to Franklin one more time for the $20 dono. Much appreciated, homie. LMAO, typical rap behavior by Ali. Perry needs me time too. It's good to take days off too. I just needed a me day. Like who could have predicted Jim shows up? Not me. Yo, what up, man? Hope you're all good and hell you're on. Yes, sir. What's poppin', Otto? What's poppin', homie? What's poppin', everybody? So I want to run through a few things. So let's kind of just get this topic out the way. We already started it. What do you do on your me day, bud? Shit, what did I do yesterday? I made posts. I made some IG posts essentially. Uh I took a nap, space. I hit the gym. I copped some 50% off ice cream from Whole Foods after the gym. And then I pretty much just like came home after the gym, cooked up my dinner, ate my 50% off ice cream from Whole Foods, and watched TV and passed out. That's pretty much what I did. How does that sound to you, Space Kid? Pretty relaxing, no? Pretty relaxing, no, Space? You already know I hit the trifecta at the gym. Low weights, cardio, sauna. We had all the time in the world. Cop that 50% off ice cream. Come home. Make a little shrimp and rice. Scarf down the 50% off ice cream. Watch some TV. Hit the hay. I like to keep it real chill on my off days. You feel me, Space? Seems like a chill life for real. W. Shout out to Space. Thank you, homie. Hey, my off day was Space Kid approved. USA says, "Hey, bro, who you think will Ilya? Hey, bro, who you think will win, Fiziev or Torres?" Oh, I got people hitting me up about this one. So yeah, lock it in right now. Lock it in right now. We go and stop calling him Torres. Everybody in the fucking world stop calling him Torres. Okay? Stop calling him fucking Torres right now. But with all that being said, let's lock it in, boys. Loco stopping Rafael Fiziev. I don't know how, but Loco straight stopping Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev is the more technical fighter on paper. I would not disagree. But shit, man, Loco got the size. He got the youth. I mean, shit, he got the excitement. He got the enthusiasm. I think he's stopping Fiziev with a wild finish. That's what I think. USA, lock it in. Lock that shit in. And also, I want you guys to lock it in now. Max Holloway, he taking Conor McGregor's ass come July 11th. It's locked in, confirmed. As it stands right now, Max Holloway taking that ass on July 11th. Unless I tell you guys otherwise, right now Max Holloway taking that ass, bro. There's just no way. Conor can't go 5 rounds with Holloway. I don't give a fuck about the 170 narrative. Shit. Max Holloway, I hate to be rude here. I don't want to, I don't want to be fully like, I'm not trying to do this, okay? I'm not trying to be talking down on races, okay? But let me just be funny, okay? Max Holloway ain't no fucking white boy. What the hell do we think Max Holloway is? I think he's Samoan at the end of the day. So this 170-pound narrative, like Conor's going to be the bigger man and shit like that, like I'm not seeing it. Like I said, Max Holloway ain't no white boy. The man is Samoan. 170 is fine. He fights big-ass dudes in the gym all the time, and he brought in the former welterweight champ, Jack Della Maddalena, to spar with him. I think Max Holloway is going to beat the shit out of Conor McGregor come July 11th. Come July 11th, Max Holloway, he taking that ass. Okay, mark my words now. Conor can't go 5 rounds. Conor cannot go 5 rounds with Holloway. We all know he's known to gas. Holloway never gasses. Holloway don't got a broken leg he's coming off of. I don't care about the activity. Conor arguing, I've been out for much longer. You also coming off a leg break and you're getting off cycle, homie. Coming off a leg break, coming off cycle. You done all the coke. Max Holloway ain't never done no coke, homie. Max Holloway's clean as it gets. Clean as it gets. Now, I will acknowledge, because I see Space saying Conor KO's Max under 3. Stop being silly here. It won't make it to 5. And okay, Space, I will acknowledge what you're saying. Conor do got the pop in his hands. Conor do got the pop in his hands, and he does make the magnitude of the fight big to where, like, there's even more pop in his shots. I hope you guys understand that. I don't want to explain it. I just hope you guys understand that. You know, the pressure adds more pop to Conor shots, but I think Max is gonna walk through that shit, bro. Like I said, man, Conor coming off cycle, coming off a leg break, you know, coming off inactivity. Max Holloway got a knockout flatline victory over the best fighter in the game, Justin Gaethje. Put him face down, ass up. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever fucking forget it, bro. Face down, ass up, Justin Gaethje. Knockout of the year. Knockout of the fucking century. You feel me? Franklin says, I'm not fading July 14th. Franklin, you know that's my birthday too, homie? Franklin, you know that's my birthday, right? But yeah, Torres by KO. Torres by KO. And shit, I'm going Holloway, boys. I'm going Holloway. I am going Holloway. I don't think Conor's going to be able to keep up. I picked Oliveira over Max. Everyone in chat disagreed. Shit, I also forgot, boys, you know, in all the hype, we almost forgot that I predicted Peter Yan to beat Merab Dvalishvili. Did I not? Did I not predict that? Did I not predict Peter Yan was going to beat Merab? Franklin, can you let them know, please? Franklin, you can vouch, no? I want Conor to win. Go Conor. Shout out Jim Lotus. Real player says Conor wins easy. Franklin says, wow, nice pick. We all know I took Peter Yan to beat Merab. You had to be there. The streams are still there. The streams are still there. Tony Sally did not pick Kape. I did not pick Kape. But the big fights, boys, I get them right. Not always, though. Not always. Don't let me glaze myself too much now. Tony says, Fizzy gonna cook him like carne asada. Really, Tony? Well, like I said, I think Loco is less good on paper, but I think he's gonna find a finish here. And I think to some degree, matchmakers are setting up Fiziev to get walked over. Oh, I just got here. I don't know if you said it or not. Are you going to be on tomorrow for the fights and watch the fight? Yes, I will be on tomorrow. I will be. Ruby Z says Holloway is a. I got you, Otto. I have not discussed that yet, so just stay tuned. We'll discuss that, Otto. But I will be on tomorrow, and I'll tell you what fight I'm going to start at. We're gonna do picks in a minute. But you guys are popping in the chat, and I wasn't here yesterday, so I figure I'll say what's popping to the chat. Holloway is the logical pick, but fans want to live in a dream land where Conor comes back with glory like a Disney movie. Ruby Z, come on, homie. Come on, homie. We know the deal. We know what it is, Ruby Z. Ah, shit. Did you pick up? I remember that Max mogging Oliveira stream. Haha, first stream I joined, I believe. Oh, shit. Okay. Max did kind of mog him, though, did he not? Yeah, I seen a video of Conor doing yoga in the park or stretching. Yeah, shit, don't matter. Shit, do all the yoga in the park you want, homie. July 11th, you getting walked over. Matchmakers setting up McGregor here. And we setting up the Gaethje rematch. Gaethje Holloway rematch. Gaethje gonna be in attendance for this fight. He wants the winner. He says fuck Arman and fuck Ilya. You know, I want the winner of Holloway. I want the winner of Holloway McGregor. Gaethje. Shit, Gaethje, huh? Gaethje. Don't you guys like how it sounds now after that dub over Ilya? Gaethje. It got a ring to it now, don't it? So you boys let me know, does Gaethje's name got a ring to it now? Cop with Scorpio power, it happens. Ask Yuri. Peter Yan can fight. Cape with the PED power. Cool, PED power, LO, right? Probably Gyno and all. Yep. Chat bumping for real. Shout out Andrew Nance. Okay, let's just get through this topic though. I do want to just show you guys. So there's this. You know, this guy goes, the buzz on the street of why Strickland and Manel Kape are having a beef is because Eric Nicksick allegedly got punched in the face by Ali at the Meta Apex Saturday post-fight backstage. And then this guy goes, here's what I know and heard. Ali tried to swing on Coach Nicksick, missed, and both were separated and removed from the backstage area. Everybody should be reaching out to Lene. That may or may not be Dana's eater. I'm not sure. And Nobi to get UFC's response on why they allow managers to conduct themselves like this backstage. And then, so this is what started the beef between Strickland and Manel Kape. But, you know, this first tweet is pretty much like, I think Strickland talking shit on Ali because he found out that Ali swung on his coach, Eric Nicksick. All right, so Strickland doing some foreshadowing here, but not coming out with the full detail like, yo, Ali swung on Coach Nicksick. But Strickland heard about it, and now he's venting like, bro, Ali's such a bitch. So here's what he said. Let me tell you why Goichi is a bitch, and it pains me because I like him. His manager, Ali, was arrested for being a fucking terrorist, then snitched on his terrorist boys. He could offer me $1 billion to manage me, and I tell him to get fucked because I'm an American. No, fuck Ali. The only thing that would make me feel better is if he was standing in front of me so I could say it to his face. You know, so that apparently came from his irritation after finding out what Ali did backstage. And then Manel goes, Sean, it's funny how tough you act online when you're quiet face to face. You had the chance to say all that to him in person, but you said nothing. Next time, keep my friend's name out of your mouth, bitch, because you know how bitch you are, bitch. And then Strickland claps back. He goes, someone give this little girl a bra. Manel Kape. Estrogen might be a little too high today. You psycho wrong, bro? You okay? Manel goes, the problem is you've convinced yourself you're a bully. You're not. You were the one getting pushed around. You're an insecure guy who found confidence through MMA and now mistake a microphone for courage. Stop acting like a tough guy. Deep down, you know exactly who you are, that little scared girl. You grew up picking tomatoes and potatoes while I was already living the life you fantasize about. I mean, what the fuck does that even mean? What the hell? And then Strickland goes, you're an insecure guy who found confidence through MMA. Yeah, pretty much. Kind of ironic of you to say since you have a bitch titty from PEDs. LMAO, I worked harder. Or LMAO, I worked hard. You cheated and act like a bitch. You're right where not the same. Manel goes, so according to you, the UFC, USADA, and now Drug Free Sport International have all been helping me cheat? Interesting theory. Strickland goes, you had trace amounts in your system, even if you are clean now, which is questionable. You clearly cheated on your way to the UFC. How many careers did you ruin before the UFC because you're a fucking cheater? These are facts. He goes, the careers I ruined were with talent and natural knockout power, something you'll never have. That's why you need to scream PEDs every time someone hits you harder. Every time someone hits harder than you. You couldn't even knock out a YouTuber. Take all the PEDs in the world. You'll still have a pillow fist. You'll still have pillow fist, bitch. Oh my God. And then Strickland says, LMAO, relax, bitch tits. Have a good one. And Manel says, I'm always relaxed. Daddy's little girl. Have a good one. So Strickland always getting called daddy's little girl and shit like that. Read my chats. I am a member. Perry, you only the non-goyams. Real play it. Put it in the fucking chat, homie. I'm reading it. LMAO Jam. We are not goyam. Real playa. Cop is 100% on PEDs. Bro, Cop's tits are undeniable. One thing is for sure. Two things for certain. Manel Kape's tits are undeniable, bro. They're undeniable. Fluffy Hernandez versus Gregory Rodrigues booked for UFC Sacramento. Headliner, 5 rounds. Middleweight. I see some people kind of picking Gregory here. Interesting. Interesting. Big step up for him. That brings me to Tapology. Yo, real players, stop telling me to read the fucking chats and just put a chat in there. You know? And I'll read it. Okay, let's lock in our picks though. We got Torres, KO TKO. I don't fucking know when. I don't know when. Round 2. Michelle Pereira versus Shara. Mm, interesting one. That's a close fight. Michelle Pereira, underdog, huh? Both 32. I'm going Pereira. I don't know how the fuck. Nazim versus Matthews Camillo. Who the fuck is this guy? They're saying knockout. Should all say knockout too then. Asu versus Charles Johnson. Very interesting fight. Charles Johnson's 35 years old. I'm gonna ride with Charles, bro. What's Asu gonna do? We're going Ikram. Probably by submission. Abu versus Oleksiejczuk. We going Oleksiejczuk. KO TKO, probably round 2. I don't know who the fuck these guys are. Yakayev winning. Probably like a submission round 1. Wait, how does he normally win? KO, submission, 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 submission. Yeah. Submission round 1, something like that. Nursultan versus Andre Pulayev. You know, six four versus 6'5" middleweights. I'm going to go Pulayev. Decision or something. Konofli, Javier Reyes. No clue. I'm going to go Danil Donchenko. KO TKO. Round 2. Bexot versus Gene. I like Bexot. Decision. Nah, I'm going to go KO. Tahir versus Jeffrey Nascimento. No clue who the fuck these guys are. Debutantes. No clue. Okay, lock that shit in. We got Torres KO. We got Michelle Pereira. We got Sadikov KO. We got Charles Johnson. Aliskerov submission. Olekseychuk KO round 2. Yakyayev submission round 1. Pulayev decision. Donchenko KO round 2. And we got Almakhan KO. That's the bets. In other news, though, I don't know what's with the slow drip necessarily, but and this is hilarious, so it's fine. But UFC White House pulled in 34 million viewers worldwide, not including Spain, France, and several other countries. So in other words, it's not worldwide, but that's okay. 34 million with Latin America, US, Australia, China, India, South Korea, New Zealand, and the UK. You know, and a few others probably. But we're still waiting on France and Spain and others to submit theirs. But I mean, you know, we absolutely destroyed whatever the fuck MVP Netflix. We destroyed it. And we're not even done raking in the numbers yet, so I don't want to hear it anymore. Xander Zayas versus Boots Enos. Tomorrow. We're watching this. I'm streaming it. We're going to watch this. This is a good fight. Xander Zayas versus Boots Enos. Boots Ennis. Zayas the taller guy. He the champion. Boots, you know, they're trying to push him as the next guy. So let's see. Zayas seems like he's the real deal. And Boots is pretty much the real deal as well. 35-0. Versus 23-0. Okay, so we're watching this fight tomorrow. Zayas 23-0, Boots 35-0. No real big wins yet. You know, no real big wins yet. This is each other's big moment. Finally, a name brand fight. So tap in tomorrow for that. Yo, we'll be running a stream for that tomorrow. Hey, and then I did clip this off. I was watching the podcast with O'Malley and Kamaru Usman, and O'Malley says he wants to wrestle Henry Cejudo in RAF. Just give it a listen.
He's retired in the old fighting world, but I might have to take him down. Put the old singlet on and take him down just for fucking shits and giggles.
At RAF, huh?
I mean, never say never. You know, he's supposed to wrestle Merab in Georgia or some shit. He was supposed to wrestle him a couple months ago. Pulled out day of. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about that. Then he watched Merab wrestle Frankie. And to be honest, I watched that match too, and I was like, it wasn't what I was expecting. Merab didn't look like this crazy high-level wrestler. It's fighting. It's a completely different game. Him fighting, his wrestling and fighting is so high level. In just the wrestling, the pure wrestling. Frankie looked good. Henry grew a pair. He's like, okay, you know what? Actually, I think I could compete against him. So he booked that. We'll see if he pulls out again, but it's definitely possible. We see me and Henry wrestle someday. Well, he is retired in the old fighting world, but I might have to take him down.
So there you have it. I would love to see it. Good work for Sean. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely watch that shit. Loco versus Fizzy of Guaranteed Banger. Told my casual homie to tune in for that. Guaranteed banger. Guaranteed banger. Damn, double headbutt KO over here.
Под группе А. Вот так вот решил побиться по боевому самбо. Так, судья открывает счет. Боевое самбо людей. Смотрите, вот победитель так же, как и проигравший, в общем-то, не может, непонятная ситуация. Помощь оказывается двум спортсменам, как красному, так и синему. Для судейской бригады. Полуфинал.
It's actually kind of crazy, low-key. O'Malley Cejudo will happen. Real beef there. Yeah, there is real beef. There's real beef with that. Real player says last chats. I just like UFC. I don't really like Raph, says Jim Lotus. That's fair, homie. Just tune in for the UFC then, homie. And I also like the King of the Streets. Oh, yeah, that's some good shit. Raph be getting views, though, over UFC. I know you peeped it, Franklin. I know you peeped that shit. Boxing his ass. Well, shit. We're going to see the Boots Ennis fight tomorrow and see how that goes. Should be a decent one. No gimmick, you know. These are two of the up and comers, so we're gonna tap into it. I want to study real fight only. Okay, let's keep scrolling. Six-second KO at 1.
Heavyweights throwing down in Lupini. Paul Elliott at that southpaw stance. Going up top.
When's the Bryce interview? I still need to reach out for an interview. But let's listen to this real quick. Justin Gaethje says he'll be in attendance for Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. He says, Max knocked me out, but I feel like I got that win back with the Ilia Topuria fight. I would love to punch Conor McGregor in the face. That's what I'm talking about. Gaethje setting up a fight with the winner of this.
For right now, I feel like I'm gonna fight again. I mean, that's what I feel inside my body, but I haven't made a choice. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens in that fight. Max definitely knocked me out, but I feel like I got that win back with the Ilia Topuria fight. I would love, as I've stated hundreds of times publicly, I would love to punch Conor McGregor in the face. So yeah, I'm excited about that fight. I'm excited to be there and watch it.
Yeah, bro, like he's one of the only guys that you haven't had a chance to punch in the face.
Exactly. I mean, there's no doubt he's one of the biggest superstar in the sport, and so fighting a guy like that obviously does great things for me financially, and for my legendary status and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's setting that up. Oh my God, real player. Okay, I'm a message Bryce, you fucking asshole. Just relax. Just relax, homie. I knew real player wasn't gonna like me brushing off the Bryce. I knew it in the back of my head. I knew real player was not gonna like me just brushing off the Bryce Mitchell question, homie. I meant it when I said I'm gonna reach out. I am gonna reach out. Because I saw Bryce Mitchell did an interview with Tim Welsh. So I was like, oh, Bryce is doing his rounds. I need to reach out. Yeah, Jim Rome. What do you guys think about this guy? Matty Betts. Is he like a scammer? Use code Matty 6,200 to win 100,000. Like, who bets like that? What do you guys think about this guy?
Dual Rahman Yakayev by submission at plus 153 odds. Julius Walker is a big, strong, and athletic guy for this weight class, but he's still very green, and I think his grappling is just a couple tiers below Yakayev's. Yakayev can probably win this fight on the feet if he wants to, but the easiest path for him is to get this to the ground and get a rear naked choke. Before I give you the third and final leg, go click the link in my bio right now. If you use code Matty on the Novig app, they're going to give you
We can't.
Food Tennis 100 and
Tony Sal says, I have better picks. Thank you, Tony Sal. Space Kid says, ha. Give me a second. Wait. I also just wanted to play this song because I said, who's been bumping that new young boy? You know, who has been bumping that new young boy? Nobody been bumping the new young boy? You kidding me? You guys kidding me? I really got to put you on? All right, let me put you on. Shit, let me put you boys on. Shit, let me put you boys on. Okay. That's enough. This song's gonna go on for like another minute. Anyway, back to it. Okay, we got Jim Lotus saying we must be ready to defend ourselves from a bully at all times. Yeah, that's facts. Mech Warrior says, "Yo, Jacob, what's poppin', homie? What's poppin', Mech Warrior?" Real Player says, "Text Bryce." Okay, let me text Bryce, Real Player. I'm gonna text Bryce right now. Yo, Bryce. Are you down to come on my podcast to talk about your recent win and anything else your heart desires? We can discuss. Um, wait, and anything else your heart desires? Wait, maybe that's too corny. Let's just say, talk about your recent win. I'll say, and Jesus. Your love for Jesus. That'll get him on. I'm a big supporter of yours. Congrats on the victory, brother. All right. All right, let's see what he has to say now. That was a nice message, wasn't it? Yo, what's up? Josh Emmett, when his 1,000th overhand misses, throws another one. Oh shit, Manny Maron, you've been missed. Were you happy when Cop won? I was indifferent. Long live Mech Warrior. It was cool. Um, wait. I'm so stoked Manel Kape won. W. Perry, Tony South says that sounds zesty. Wait, hold on. Let's turn that down. Bro cap in that text. Anything your heart desires. Yeah, that was gay. That was gay. I deleted that immediately, Tony Sal. That was gay as hell, I agree. Baiting Jesus. Yeah, I am Jesus baiting. Who's Bryce? I don't fight for money. I only fight if I have to for my life or from a bully or to help someone from a bully. Good shit, Jim. I'm here to protect others and myself. Jesus Christ is our only true God. Yes, he is. Jim, I could see you fighting for money, though. Jim's definitely scrapped for a few bucks in his day. Wait, y'all texting Bryce Mitchell? That's cool. Yep, I'm texting the homie. Space says, why are you so honest? Haha. I mean, to some degree, it's the only way, Space. To some degree, it's how I am, bro. I don't know what exactly made me this way. You know what it is? I think it goes to what you were saying earlier, Space. Wait, let me try to scroll up to read what your message earlier, because you did hit the nail on the head a little bit about my off day. You said, sounds like you're out of the rat race. And like, I think that might be why I'm pretty honest, Space, is because like, bro, I just have an aversion to the fake shit, man. I'm pretty real just in general with myself. So I think it's like a zero tolerance for myself, and then it rubs off in like how I, judge. I mean, not that I'm the end all be all, but to some degree how I judge others. It's like the standard I hold myself to. It's like, I'm keeping it real. I'm not holding myself to some bullshit ass standard, you know? I'm holding myself to the standard, if that makes sense to you. The standard that probably everybody should be holding themselves to. So if you fall below it, sometimes I just gotta, speak on it. And I would say the standard of what? The standard of being like a well-rounded person, maybe. It involves everything, bro. You can't just like have one good attribute about yourself. Life is like MMA. Your personality is kind of like MMA. It's like martial arts, bro. You got to be good, in leadership roles, following roles, if that makes sense to you. Bryce would have blocked you with that anything your heart desires text. Nah, that's facts. Nah, I get that you don't give into the BS. Yes, Space. Well, because I don't BS with myself. You feel me, Space? 1 second. All right, I'm back. What's popping? What's popping? Bro's neighbor was knocking. Okay, so I'm going back to the old messages that we were speaking about. Space says, no, I get that you don't give into the BS. Never lost a fight. Jim Lowe is crazy. Jim got me on one tonight. Spaces facts got to be a balance. Yeah. Done daughter, what's poppin'? Okay, let's do a little doom scroll on champ rounds. We love you, Perry. Shout out to Space. Love you, homie. Marab is so kind of like I like Marab. I don't want to say anything too bad. But Marab is like needs to shut up about Ilya. Strickland and Fluffy training together. You guys see this? Bro, Strickland's so zesty. Pull down your fucking singlet. You guys can't see it. But it's like, Strickland, pull down your fucking singlet. After Strickland talked all that shit on Fluffy's head coach, Fluffy came to go train with him. Fluffy not fucking with his head coach anymore. Double headbutt KO. That's crazy. Merab calls out Armand for trash talking Ilya. It's like, bro, shush. McGregor's about to lay your boy out 7-11. You really think so, Tyler Betts? It's kind of crazy, no? Tyler Betts, if we're keeping it a buck, right? No nationality to it. Right? Like take out my nationality to Max Holloway, right? The Hawaiian connection. Like, I mean, it's kind of crazy for anybody to be saying that. McGregor's going to lay out Max. Is it not? I mean, you tell me if you're just like if you think like, nah, you're kind of right, or but it's gonna happen, or like what you think. Is that not crazy to talk about McGregor that way? Like as if this guy, he's been washed. I don't know. It's like we're giving McGregor a lot of credit. Seeing people bagging on Sean and Fluffy's physique. Shit. 7-11 hits in European roulette too. They told Gaethje he was crazy. All right, Tyler Betts, you fucking got me, homie. All right, you got me on that. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, homie. I got shout out to Tyler Betts, but shit, you know who got that dub over Gaethje? Tyler Betts, good old fucking Max Holloway. Poll? Yeah. Tyler Betts, you always call on a good poll, don't you? McGregor or Holloway? It's going to be a close fight, says Nork Coley. Shout out Nork Coley. I am taking Max, though, man. Bro is Samoan. He fights big dudes. He got a big frame. And yeah. McGregor picks his battles. Shit, you know, I don't. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Tony says I'll be rooting Notorious also. Fucking A, Tony. Tyler Betts, I do though, right? Yeah, you always do call on a good poll. You always do call on a good poll, Tyler Betts. Stand and bang with Connor at 170. Come on, Manuel Romero's voice. Bro, I think Max got it, man. He's been sparring with JDM. I'm so bad at doing these polls too. Little indecisive for your questions, so I don't vote. Shit, come on, Franklin. Come on now, Franklin. Give us a prediction. Connor over Eddie, Justin, Ilya, Max, and Dustin. Got dropped by DP, will get slept by Connor. Crazy work, Space. DP knocked the fuck out of Connor, but all right, let's see it. Let's see it. Do you believe what Connor said about the Prates fight contract? Yeah, I believe him. I believe him. All Floyd's shit is getting canceled, by the way. Not that anybody gives a shit. Too far out from the fight, I wish. No worries, Franklin. I wish the fight was tomorrow. It's coming up soon. Let me post the that knockout real quick though. If you guys want me to stay live longer. The Combat Sambo one. Fight being tomorrow will be better. Nah, we need the build up first. We need the build up. Who knows what Connor's gonna say? But you know it'll be juicy. I feel like Max is gonna get nervous though. But Max is gonna pull it off, bro. I told you. Max beat the best fighter in the game, Gaethje. Ain't no way Conor's coming back after all the coke, after breaking his shin. Just ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Conor can't even go 5 rounds. And at 170, it's just my belief. It's my belief. Okay, let me post this KO. Bro. Okay, that should be fine. What a night. When I'm done making this post, I'm hopping off stream. So if anybody has a question, you got to drop it in now. No one's got a question for me? Oh, and then tomorrow, no pressure. If you guys don't got a question, it's fine. But tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific, the card starts. 6 a.m. Pacific, the card starts. To hear Abdulayev, we're not tuning in for that. Bexa, we could maybe, honestly. Okay, so like 6:30, I have a question. Yeah, hopping off after I make this post space, unless there's more to talk about. But you guys put some shit in the chat that you want me to talk about if you do. I have a question. Why do you despise, bro? Shiloh says casual. Fuck off, homie. So Cali time, what is it? 6:30 Pacific. Bro, Shiloh, you got, is there something I'm missing with Tahir Abdulayev and Jefferson Nascimento at 6 a.m.? Not wanting to tune into Nascimento Abdulayev. What the hell is the hype about that? Castro. Why are we rooting Shara and Fiziev again? We're not. We're going opposite of that, Tony. We're going Loco and we going Pereira. No WMA, I'm hyped. Yeah, me too. 1 second. Damn, that's fucked. That's fucked. Fuck. Oh my god. All right, that's my cue. That's my cue. I'm hopping off. Yeah, I'm hopping off. I'm hopping off. That's my cue. That's my cue. I said nothing of interest. So anyway, my bad. My bad about the mute. Okay, you guys are all picking McGregor, which is crazy work. But I'm a dip. I'm frustrated because of that fucking mute thing. So whatever. I'm a dip, bro. I don't wanna talk about it. I don't wanna do it again. I didn't say anything of importance. All I was saying, all I was saying was this guy Nascimento seems like he's, getting hyped up. So we'll see. But I don't care about him necessarily. Not yet. McGregor forever. See me, good night. Shit, it ain't McGregor forever. Come July 11th, the, Max Holloway train is coming through. All aboard the Blessed Express. There it goes. Okay. All right, peace out, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 6:30 a.m. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out, Otto. Peace out, Shiloh. Peace out, Space. Peace out, Franklin. Peace out, Tyler Betts. Peace out, Tony M. Shit. And shout out to all the boys. Peace out, boys.